Right, good evening. I didn't think I'd be doing this, but then I didn't think I had the very rare opportunity today of spare time. So I popped home, which as many of you will know, I do not see much. I went home and had a lovely shower and a coffee, actually. It was very nice. So I got this post, obviously, some post had come through. Now, this is from our friends Hoist Portfolio Holding, who I'm really going to have to stop going on about because, well, they're just getting predictable. You have failed to give the court within time specified a statement of your earnings, resources and means in accordance with Section 14 of the Attachment of Earnings Act 1971. Now, what will become apparent is, of course, no original court case was ever held to find me guilty, which I mentioned quite recently. All they do is they put it through these bulk business courts. Send you a load of paperwork, you don't send it back, then they send you another load of paperwork saying you've been found guilty. Big smile. I mean, that is dictatorship. At least the councils, like the council tax and stuff, pretend to have a court case, even though they found you guilty before you already get there. And you turn up and the magistrate goes, how are you planning to pay? And that's the court case. These guys don't even have a court case. I mean, there's genius in that insanity somewhere. So, I am therefore ordered to attend a court in person at the County Court in Peterborough on the 6th of October 2016. You know what today is? 4th. So what would happen if, in the highly unusual event, I didn't have any spare time, which I never do. I can't even remember the last time I got home through the week. I wouldn't have got this till Saturday morning. But as you will see, there's good reason why I'm doing it now. To give good reason why you should not be sent to prison for up to 14 days or fined up to £250 under Section 23 of the Attachment of Earnings Act. Because you never had a court case and I've never been found guilty of anything. Now, having got this now, and this is on Thursday, this thing, if I thought there was some chance of my case even being heard, I might go. But I can almost guarantee it's a bent magistrate. And funnily enough, I've got a very fucking strong suspicion that the Chief Constable might be partly behind this. Not that he ever watches my videos at all. He watched one. He's only watched one, where I threatened a bailiff, who'd already threatened me. He hasn't seen any of the rest of them. He doesn't know anything about 30 years worth of theft from the public personnel. So, there's a load of crap about if you immediately return this form. I'd have to be fucking quick. I'm like, look, they've sent me another form. Form for replying to attachment of earnings application. And I'm supposed to give out all my personal details to who? Well, this is the clincher. This is my favourite bit. It says right at the end, oh, hang on, there is a... Unless the court decides otherwise, you must attend on the day shown on the front of this form. Are they going to write to me in the next day and change that, are they? It is in your own interest to do so. At the hearing, the judge will explain to you why this summons has been issued. Well, it's not a summons for a start. It's a failure to provide statement of means. And why the court is considering fining you or sending you to prison. You will then have the opportunity to put your case. Yeah, of course you will. You should bring any witnesses and documents with you which you think will help you put your side of the case. Now, on that matter, actually, I must point out, this was actually dated the 12th of August. And I do have an independent witness who will clarify that it turned up at my house yesterday. 2 days before the court hearing. So, Hoist Portfolio, call me a fucking liar if you want. But if it comes down to it, I can verify that I only got it yesterday. If you need advice, you should show this. Even if you do seek advice, you can, if you wish. Even if you do not seek advice, you can, if you wish, file a sworn statement at the court setting out your side of the case. Oh, can you? Oh. The court office can give you a form for this purpose, and it can be sworn before a court officer. If you have done what is alleged, you can apologise for it on this form. Now, you must still attend court on the date shown, however. Now, you see what that says to me, and you've got to read between the lines. You remember when I said you will then have an opportunity to put your case? Well, you clearly won't, unless you file a sworn statement. But this is my favourite bit. Certificate of service to be completed by the court. I certify, and this is presumably either the court or a bailiff has got to fill this in. I certify that the order of which this is a true copy was served by me on the defendant personally at the address stated in the order or at. Look at that signature. Look at that judge's name. Look at that clerk of the court's name. Look at the signature. Look at the official position printed on it. No, you can't see it. Oh, that's because there's nothing there, is there? And in fact, it says underneath that, I certify that the order has not been served for the following reason. Well, it must be an invisible signature. Must be. So who have I been summoned to court by? That's the question. And if you watch my previous videos, you'll know the answer. No one. Because, let's face it, a neighbour, I could have put some post in the bin and one of my neighbours could have gone and dug it out and copied some details down and put that through my letterbox. That's all it says on the... Do I still have the envelope, actually? Yes, I do. All it says on the envelope is that. It's got my address on it, by hand. There you go. So someone could have dug one of my bits of paper out the bin, copied some details down and put that through. I don't know when you learn, guys. I mean, for a start, you're not even having a court case to find someone guilty. And then you're saying they're guilty of not providing you with all their financial details, which is completely against data protection for a start. Anyway, we shall see.